everybody. Johnny Hiland here in Franklin, Tennessee at Studio 19, here on behalf of Destroy All Guitars and Fat Jimmy Amplifiers. All right, folks, today we're going to take a look at the Fat Jimmy Custom 20. Now, guys, this is one bad boy of an amp right here. If you love old Fender Deluxes, this is a Fender Deluxe on steroids, let me tell you. This thing is a true beast, man, and I say that about all Fat Jimmy amps because they're just sensational. So if you look here, guys, at the knob array we have here, on the left side, it's like a Fender Tweed style amp with just volume, treble, and bass. And then on the right side, we actually have the blackface style sound. So we have volume, we have treble, bass, reverb, speed, depth, and the Jimmy knob. The famous Jimmy knob, guys, that gives you some extra tube breakup sound. So actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to reach over here and pull the cable from this side. Let's go to the Tweed side and hear how this bad boy sounds. What do you say, folks? So yeah, man, I'm not really cranking this bad yet, but oh yeah, now guys, you probably won't hear this over the camera, but the responsiveness of how it feels under my fingers is incredible. Definitely has the feel of like an old Bassman style amp or the old Fender Tweeds, you know. And I think they actually did make a Tweed Deluxe if I remember. But yeah, killer tone, guys. Check this out. Now, one thing I've noticed right now, guys, after hearing the jangle of this amp and playing through the Tweed side, is I still have the reverb. That is phenomenal. Most of the old Fenders, if you go to the left side, you lose all the reverb and vibrato. So actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to try the vibrato because I'm in the left channel and see if it works. Let's check it out. Let's see. Oh, yes, so cool. That is truly awesome right there, guys. Just that feature alone is incredible and sets it apart right there by itself. So now we've heard the Tweed side. Now we're going to move back over to the blackface side. And there we go. We've plugged back in. I love that for like... One thing that separates Fat Jimmy's vibrato section in here is that it can go lower than any amp you've ever heard. Check this out. If I roll it back, that is pretty awesome right there, guys. That is just amazing. But one thing we have not done in this amp yet is mess around with the Jimmy control, and I think we need to do that. Just, let's see, let's go up to about 10 o'clock on the dial here. That is pretty sick. I'm going to keep going. Let's go up to noontime now. Maybe even a little past. Let's go to 1 o'clock now. Wow, man, it almost feels like there's like a touch of compression added with some extra growl. I just love that, man. Holy macaroni, that's killer. Now let's go to about 3 o'clock now on the Jimmy knob. Guys, that is awesome. Now we'll go full bore with it. Check it out. What I'm going to do now, though, guys, is I'm going to start raising the volume of this amp and just hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to bring the Jimmy knob back to about noon again. Yep, right about there. And I'm going to start bringing the volume up a little bit. So I'm going to move the Jimmy knob up a little bit. Guys, there is no compressor on this amp. I have not got any pedals going down here on the floor, even though I've got a gigantic pedal board down here. So listen, I've shown you what single coils sound like through this bad boy. I think it's time we try on some humbuckers. Okay, folks, we're back with some humbuckers. I'm using a Kiesel single cut, and it's got beryllium pickups in it. It's from the Kiesel factory. Awesome guitar. But check out the raw tone. What I've done now is brought the Jimmy knob way back and brought the volume way back too. Check out this tone, guys. Now, I'm in blues mode with this guitar, so I'm going to turn the Jimmy knob up. Let's crank her up real good. 2 o'clock, here we go. Sorry guys, I could keep playing on this all day long. So now I'm going to just slowly bring the volume up because the Jimmy knob is up to about 2 o'clock. So let's just increase the volume knob now. Oh man, I gotta have fun. Sorry, hold on 1 second. guys. Sorry, I went off on a blues tangent there. It just felt so good. Man, oh man, what a killer sounding amp, guys. And of course now, you've actually heard this bad boy with humbuckers. But now I want to go back to single coils and play you more on the tweed side. All right, folks, we're back to the Johnny Hiland signature custom Kiesel guitar here, the JH6, with my Electric City Pickups 6-shooter singles in there that are signature to me. Anyway, I have now moved over to the tweed section of the Custom 20 Fat Jimmy Awesome amplifier. And just want you to hear what that sounds like with the Jimmy knob up. Let's see. I don't want to crank it all the way, but let's go to like 230. It does sound a little bit more punchy, like an old tweed style amp would, you know, and it's got a little more hair of the dog on it. So nothing from my pedal board is into this amp right now. You're getting reverb from right here out of the amp. Of course, the vibrato, the awesome vibrato we talked about earlier, even comes into the left side, the tweed side as well. Totally killer. So I'm going to crank the Jimmy knob all the way now, and let's hear how that affects the tweed sound. That's just awesome. You know, guys, what a cool old vintage sounding reverb, you know, spring reverb in this amp. And it responds so well. It's just awesome. Guys, one of the things that I really failed to mention with the Custom 20 is that it does have a single Fat Jimmy, I believe it's a C1270 speaker in here. It also has 6 V6s in it, 2 of them. And of course, I'm not familiar with all the other preamp tubes and all that in it, but I can assure you, this amp is built to perfection. It will eat a Fender Deluxe for lunch. I have found that out today, guys. It is just truly amazing. Now I'm going to move back to the blackface side, and we're going to try some pedals in this bad boy. All right, let me turn the Jimmy knob down here a little bit. And what we're going to do is bring the volume back. And now I'm going to go to my pedal board and I'm going to add some dirt from the Analog Alien bucket seat. Oh, that sounds killer, man. Now, one thing I'm going to do as well is I'm going to turn the knob down even more on the volume, and I'm going to add a compressor to the mix here. And let's see, let's do some delay as well. Well, let's see, I need to turn the volume back up. There you go, Johnny. This amp holds pedals so well, it's just truly awesome. So guys, as you can hear, the Fat Jimmy Custom 20 has a tweed sound, it offers a black face sound, standby on the front, 6 V6s, Fat Jimmy speaker. It holds pedals really well no matter what you're running. And I'll tell you what guys, you cannot beat this little amplifier. So I'm encouraging every guitar player that sees this video, if you haven't tried a Fat Jimmy amp, you need to. So how do you do that? You contact Brother Cliff Coltrary at DestroyAllGuitars.com and you tell him that Johnny Hiland sent you to try out the Fat Jimmy Amps Custom 20 and buy one today. I'll tell you what, you will not go wrong, guys. It's one of the best amps on the market today. And look, you're listening to a guy here that loves 100-watt amps. You know, not even a year ago, you couldn't even get me to play a lower wattage amp. But when Cliff told me about Fat Jimmy amps, I was blown away. And getting in here to beautiful Studio 19 in Franklin, Tennessee, I got to crank all these little watt amps up. And I'm telling you, I'm amazed. I am utterly amazed at how awesome these amps are. So, guys, again, contact Cliff Coltrary and buy the Fat Jimmy Custom 20 today. God bless, and thanks so much for watching.